Good morning, everybody. So today we're getting out here nice and early, and for the most part, instead of just cleaning, pulling stuff down, it's actually time to start putting stuff up. Start going back together with it and put everything in its respective locations. And I think getting most of the way done to being able to start some projects. So, looking forward to that. Besides like 500,000 runs to the dump I've got to make. Well, I guess we'll get started and see what all we can get accomplished and knocked out. in keeping with some of the cool stuff I get that will actually be useful at some point, I got this from a friend of mine when his grandma redid their house. This is an Electrolux. It's not a vacuum. This was a whole house system. So they had the hoses and stuff running into baseboards where you could hook up the vacuum anywhere in the baseboards. And this thing is no joke. Like, this is stronger than my shop vac. Probably one of the strongest vacuum units I've ever really felt. And I got this because it'll make a great dust collector to hook up for the table saws and all the woodworking and everything like that. Never got it hooked up because I've never had this shop set up for woodworking yet, but that will be getting set up shortly to be able to help with dust control when I start doing some projects in here shortly. All right, so I've got so much stuff out of the shop now, I have no room to move. So I'm gonna take a few minutes and put stuff away, which luckily I've made room for a lot of this stuff in here. And so it'll be like it wasn't there, just taking stuff up and putting it where it belongs. So moving stuff out. Now I'm hoping in some ways that this air conditioner doesn't work because I don't feel so dumb. I don't remember why I put it in here. If it does work, then I am dumb because this summer I went and bought a new AC because we had another one go out. Well, I broke it while I was cleaning it. gonna let it run for a minute. It should be cool enough outside for it to kick on. I'm waiting on the compressor to kick on. I'll know in a minute. Of course it does. I moved it out here in the sun. Blowing really nice and cold. And mine is missing, I mean, it needs cleaned. Of course it works. Oh well, I'll put it on the shelf next to the other ones so that next year I'll have multiple air conditioners. Story of my life right there. All right, so I've been cleaning and organizing, and I'm gonna do something else for a minute. This is a planer I've had for a long time. Haven't used it in a long time, as you can see. You can see I was stupid and let that borax get on it yesterday. So I want to start using it again. It's gonna take me a little while to get that big planer, get a motor for it and get it all hooked up. So we're going to take a few minutes and I'm going to show you guys what all you check. We're going to blow it out, wipe it off, and get it all oiled up and let all the oil set so that we can try it out and see if it's going to work. These old planers are really simple. There's not much to them. You can see I pulled everything off so I could spray down the chain, and I'm using Cal oil. This stuff is amazing. It will get rid of rust, keep everything from rusting. Now you pay for it. It's like 20 bucks a can, but it's probably some of the best stuff I've ever used in my life for anything that has to do with rust and moving parts. before I go too far with it, I should probably make sure it even still works. Yep. Seems to do its thing like it's supposed to. That's good. I'm sure I probably need to change the blades. I think I have some new ones somewhere. Actually, I would have seen them already. I might have to get new blades, but I'm gonna go get some wood, run through it and see if it works. Can't resist a chance to make some rough wood a pretty wood. All right, this is a piece of that oak I was telling you guys about. I moved out from the garage. I think this might be white oak. There's several different kinds in that stack. And you see, this has been out in the weather for a while. It's just a small piece. It was a little bit longer than this, but I cut it to make it easier to run through here. So just to see how bad this is, the planer that is, we are going to plane this one down. I'm gonna run it just until I feel it touch. And this oak is so hard that I don't want to take but just a little bit at a time, because it is ridiculous. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is red oak, but you can see just how pretty. And this isn't even like any of the really special pretty wood in that big stack of oak I've got. So in my opinion, this doesn't even need stained. It just needs sanded. And this is just straight out of the planer. And I do need to probably get new planer blades. These are a little bit dull. But I mean, that's just absolutely phenomenal. A lot of it does have the knots and whatnot, but that's to me what makes it so pretty. Well, I'll tell you, I'm glad I've worked so hard the past couple of days out here, because I feel raindrops and it's supposed to rain, I guess tonight. So, but got that planer inside, everything's under here, and there's a whole lot less stuff under here now than there was earlier today. We're also making progress inside. It's been a little bit slow this afternoon because I'm trying to decide on my layout. I want the max amount of room, so I have table saws and I get all the equipment out of the way and still have a big open space to use the planer, table saw, chop saw, all that kind of stuff. So still tweaking on my layout a little bit, but we're getting closer. So I need to bring that planer back inside so that it doesn't get wet, and we're just gonna keep on cleaning. Now you're probably gonna see me like 20 times. Hopefully not that many. Move stuff, move it back, move it again, move it somewhere else, and then probably put it back in its original spot. Just have to bear with me, but I'm not exactly sure the best way I want to lay all this out. But at least I'm getting rid of stuff. Like that's an air dryer I got for free. I knew it needed a part, so I was looking at it. Turns out that the part I needed would cost almost as much as the air dryer. Not worth it. Why I still have it in here? Yeah, if anybody figures it out, let me know. Gotta get rid of all this stuff. All right, everybody. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up for the day. A lot different than it was yesterday, really. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I've got all my specialty automotive tools that don't get used very often, welding stuff, table bench stuff, power tools, woodworking tools, more woodworking tools, stuff that I might occasionally use but not too often. This is all getting rearranged. So this is really cool, and I'm gonna show you what it is. This is old bowling alley lane, and I think it'll give me a fun project to do sooner rather than later. But I'm gonna use the bowling alley lane and make a work table that I can build to the same height as my my table saw and the planer and all. So I have an outfeed table and a work table. This one I'll move out of here, and my old Southern Copper Chronicles corner is going to be coming down and rearranged to be more useful. So yeah, it is coming together. There is much less stuff out here now, and really I'm down to just these buckets to go through and sort for tools, and then obviously buttloads of trash to take off, and we're getting there. Well, make sure and like, subscribe, and share, because things are going to be much different in here very shortly, and we're going to have some interesting projects to start working on when it gets cold. More importantly, I won't be able to get started on the house next week, so that is a huge plus. All right, everybody, thanks for watching.